CEO, back with another interview. I'm so happy to have my co-host back in the building with us. Heaven Sin has made it back. How you doing, Heaven?
Oh, I love all the applause. You guys can sit down. Thank you. But I feel so much better, so thank you. And I'm glad to be back. Let's get it.
All right, glad to have you back. And I wanted to thank Unbothered for filling in your shoes the last couple of weeks. So yeah, big shout out to her as well. Okay, so
Yes, most definitely.
we back in the building with another special guest. We have Ash in the building with us today. Ash, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing all right. Surprised you guys brought me back on.
Yeah. We had to get you
Finally.
back, yeah, because that last interview, we had technical difficulties, but we got it all straight now. So glad to have you back. Belated happy
Appreciate
birthday.
you inviting me.
Belated happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Day after you.
birthday, Aaron.
Yes, thank you so much. So we turkey brothers, huh?
Yeah, definitely our church.
I was actually born on Thanksgiving, actually, but you know it don't fall on that day every time. But yeah, okay,
Every 5 or 6 years.
yes, something like that. Yes.
Do either one of you guys want to state your age?
Well, I just turned 21.
I just turned 28.
Okay.
All right.
You know, in our mind, every birthday we get stuck in the best time of our life. About 28.
You're now 28. Okay.
I went way back, 21, and I'm sticking
Now, I don't
to it.
remember that shit.
Okay, so we're
A
gonna
21-year-old with the AARP card.
hey, cut it out, cut it out. Anyway, we're gonna get started with Ash and interview questions. Kevin, would you like to start off with your question?
Yeah. Okay. So my question is, um, Ash, what made you want to start your own club? And it's a part two to this question, but I'm going to ask you that first.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. You know, obviously I was in Hall of Fame. I've been in a couple other clubs before. You know, the band had this dream of being number one. Me and him jived pretty well. Plus, most of the people I teamed with were in VIP. So, you know, I decided to help him and just go all in. And we weren't there before, but there was a period where I was just doing all in, like left and right. I didn't care. I was trying to get points. Um, you know, then we had, you know, different things going on with a couple other clubs. Got past that. But, you know, I told them, like, you know, when I first got there, there's only several of us, you know, that were consistently putting up thousands of points a week. Um, you know, so it was a heavy lift for a little while. But then, you know, clubs started getting some much needed pieces. And, you know, there were weeks where we had, you know, 15, 20 people, 1,000 plus. You know, and at least 5 to 6, 2,000 plus. And then a couple, you know, pushing 5, 10,000. Once we got to that point, the machine was going. You know, I told Dan, like, you know, once we get number one, you know, I'm probably going to bounce. You know, I just wanted to do something different. Um, and then other things started happening, so the timing kept getting messed up. I was really serious. But, you know, I'm always worried about exceptions. So I stayed around longer than I originally planned. But, you know, I left there on good terms. There was no issues. It was known by multiple people that I was going to leave anyway. So, decided to chill for a while. And start my own club. Don't know what's going to happen with it. And I have to decide tomorrow to close it. But right now, I'm just being very methodical who I bring in. Don't want any drama. Don't want any, I don't like global warriors. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, good answer. Very good. Okay, so that's good to know. That was gonna touch into part two of the question, which was, did you have any inclination as to because I noticed some of the ones that were, well, Tommy is now in your club. Did you see that coming, or did you were you recruiting from the club, or is that just something that just happened?
No, that was something. You gotta understand, like, me and Tommy, I've been close with Tommy since the very beginning. So, like, when I first joined VIP, not VIP, the club, VIP Spades. I didn't understand, the rank structure and coins and all that stuff. And, him, Anarchy, Deep, Bobby Goose, Curtis, who goes by multiple different names now. There are like a few of the only ones who would give you a chance to play at high stakes. And everyone else got boosted. So me and Tommy have been close for a while. So I figured if he was clubless, he was probably going to end up my way. Just like when I was clubless, I ended up his way.
Yeah. Okay. Now I really do. I really did admire Tommy. I did used to call him Mr. Superman because I just felt like he saved the day of many a days with the club and the donations, and I really admired him for doing that. I would like to one day interview him. I don't know if he will ever come on the show, of course, because of the whole him thinking that someone cheated him, which I hate that. I really do. But I would really like him to come on the show so that we can, talk it out. I really would. But yeah, I'm glad that he's in a good club. I really am.
So I want to go back. How did you first learn the game of spades? And how long have you been playing?
I've been playing spades since probably junior high school. It was I learned it as an alternative to strip poker.
Okay.
So the winner had to, we added different things to spades, but I've been playing since junior high school.
Okay.
And then I really got serious with it when I was in the military, and we go out to the field, for training and stuff. We'll be out there for like 30 plus days. Not much to do out there.
Yeah.
And then also on deployment, whenever we got back from mission, it was either watch movies or play things.
Okay.
So that's kind of, where that kind of morphed from. Started off with just ace high, then learned Joker Deuce, ace.
Mm-hmm.
VIP messed me up for a little while because, I think I told you this before. I was throwing, the two of spade, like anytime I joined the Joker game, I was throwing the two of spade on the ace, wondering why am I losing my two of spade?
Right.
Because I never played just straight Jokers before. It was Joker Deuce.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to figure that out. But I finally got it.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So where do you see VIP as a whole, as a site, in the next 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, it really depends. I do think, I think, 1,000 points for any club is very, important achievement. I think once VIP, the club reaches 1,000, there needs to be a reset. If there's not a reset, then clubs will just not matter. There's nothing to really thrive for at that point.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to catch them.
Right.
You were VP, I was in VIP. That is a well-oiled machine right now.
Yeah.
You could stack any club, whoever's closest, whether it's bank robbers, Kings, Queens, Titans. you can stack them all right now, and it will be another year or two before they catch up. That's
Exactly.
just a fact.
That's a true statement.
So there's really no reason for a club to try and achieve anything because, number one, VIP has 40 players. Number two, they're hundreds of points above everybody else.
Right.
So there needs to be a reset at some point in time. Probably limit the amount of players. There's different ideas of what that looks like.
Yeah.
I know Weird Years had a couple ideas. Some other people had some ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But there needs to be some type of reset in order for that to happen. I also think they need to minimize random. You got beginners, advanced, legends, whatever. That's too many options. Like, cut that down to two. Like, beginners and advanced, and force people to play tough.
Yeah.
Because right now, you have a lot of good players over there. But they stay there because, they rather play with a random that the computer picks for them than someone that's going to cheat them. Because they read global, and all they know is what they read. And also, it's just so much drama on global. I think it pushes a lot of people away. I've come across some weird magicians and random. Like, people, I'm like, dude, why are you over here? Why aren't you in customs killing it?
Right.
And I talked to a couple. They just don't want to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Evan, you want to ask a couple more?
Yes, actually, I have a question, and it's actually coming from my heaven's angel, Unbothered. So, well, it's a statement / question, but this is coming from her point of view. So, many see Ash as a strong and intelligent and intelligent. Many also go to you for advice, or maybe even just a listening ear. But it's been a time where it was asked that VIP take your VIP away. So my question is, how do you think it got to that point?
That I asked VIP to take my VIP away?
Mm-hmm.
That. Repeat that. How did what get to what point?
How did it get to the point where so that people were asking for VIP to take your VIP away?
I have no idea. I know I've had my VIP taken away because I asked for it. I don't know because I think you see me when I post. I only go after people with very rare occasions. And when I do, it's straight to the point and I keep it short. I don't go back and forth. You'll never see me going, more than 10 threads. That's about the max amount of responses you'll get from me trying to cut you off. So, and sometimes, the nice berry deep and people don't like that. It is what it is. So I'm not perfect. I don't expect anyone to think of me as a role model or anything like that. I do give people a lot of advice. People do come to me to share, thoughts or ideas. And I keep them guarded. You'll never hear something I say repeated other places. Because, that's the kind of relationship I build with people. And it is what it is. And, I've lost people that way because I don't share or because I have associations they don't agree with. And it is what it is. If they can't deal with that, then, excuse my language, fuck off. I've had a couple of close people to me who will probably listen to this at some point in time or had to tell me fuck off. I wish it didn't come to that, but that's just the way it is. I'm not going to change for anyone. But, VIP chat has the ability to be informative, be inspirational depending on how you use it, but it could also be destructive. One of the things about VIP that keeps people around, I know we talk about Space Plus and other sites, there's a social media aspect to VIP space. And I think that's why people stick around a lot longer than they intended to, because they're just hoping it's going to get better. And at times it's
Yeah.
really good, and at times, it's just, why the hell am I here?
Right.
So true. So true.
So I know that was a lot for that question, but that's what I got.
Well, I got a question for you. How many people are on your block list, and how do you go? How does someone end up on your block list?
I think I have maybe 30 people on my block list.
Okay.
And honestly, the majority of them are the ones that like my profile nonstop.
Right.
You know who they are. Josero, a couple other people. I just block them. I don't want to deal with them.
Right.
Very few people are on my block list because I want to be able to see them. If I dislike somebody or I despise them, I want to be able to see them so I can play them and take their coins. I
Okay.
don't want to be blocked.
Okay.
So I'll let a block player sit on my. If someone has me blocked, I'll let them sit. I'm not going to boot them, whether it's solo or paired.
Uh-huh.
Right.
If I see them, I'm going to go sit. I'm going to try and take their coin. So I don't want them invisible to me.
Right.
So only a very few amount of people are actually blocked because, they do too much. So
Okay.
the rest of them, they can block me all they want. I'm still going to go after them. I'm not going to stop them from sitting.
Right. Okay.
So that's another thing about this fight I really don't like. People complain about not getting games.
Yeah.
But yet they boot people because they don't like them. Who gives a shit whether you like them or not? It's a game. You're here to compete. If you're
Right.
not going to compete, then why are you here?
Right.
Yeah.
It's several people that I don't like, but I still let them sit.
Yeah. Okay. So, my next question is, who is your go-to partner? You need a good P for a high stake game.
Woo.
Who you looking for?
I forgive them because I have multiple.
Uh-huh.
There was a time where, if it was an all-in, I'm looking for Tommy, I'm looking for Anarchy, I'm looking for Deep.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of evolved over the last year or so.
Uh-huh.
I've done several with you now. I've done several with Falsetta, done some with Sarah,
Mhm.
done a couple with Layaway. I've done a couple with Carrie. I've done all-ins with just about everybody.
Yeah.
With Doug. So I really can't answer that question.
Okay.
I got so many people that it's time for a big game.
Yeah.
I know we come together. Yeah, we may fuck up on a regular game, but when it comes time for a big one, like all of a sudden we sink.
Right.
So that's a really, really hard question.
Okay. Okay. So we got by it being Thanksgiving this week, we got a what I'm thankful thing going on for Thanksgiving, and I want to ask you, what are you thankful for?
Maybe that's easy, man. It's been a lot.
Okay.
I spent about 6.5 years of a 20-year military career deployed.
Hmm.
So I'm just happy to still be here.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Kevin?
I'll save mine for the video, but I agree with Ash. Just life in itself.
Right.
Very thankful for that.
Yeah. So Ash, what is your go-to meal?
My go-to meal?
Yeah.
Lobster.
Lobster?
Lobster and steak.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Kevin, you want to chime in on that?
I thought half a cow like here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
So I go to a farm and I buy half a cow like twice a year.
Really?
So I got a commercial sized freezer in my garage.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like just filled with steaks, ground beef, skinny burgers, like everything.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay.
I
I
love a
don't eat
good
very
steak.
much in life, man. I just eat a home and food.
Yeah. Do you ever grill any of that?
That's all I do is grill. I grill and smoke.
Okay.
So getting this turkey ready to deep fry.
Wow. Sounds good.
I'm gonna brine it for 2 days. It's in a deep fryer. So my kids won't eat turkey any other way if it's not deep fried.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds
They won't eat it
good.
at a restaurant. They won't eat it at home. They won't even eat turkey sandwiches.
Really. Hmm.
Spoiled them.
Yeah, I did.
Evan, what's one of your go-to
I ain't
meals?
gonna lie.
You already know. Italian.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's for the people.
Italian. That lobster ravioli.
Huh?
I say it's for the people.
I said lobster ravioli.
He said lobster ravioli.
No, I don't like lobster actually.
Oh, you got to stop talking.
I don't think I ever had lobster. Never,
Really?
never tried it. Oh,
I've had it a couple of times, but it's not my go-to. It's not. I don't like it like that. I've had it on seafood pizza. I've had lobster other ways. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like the texture. Maybe
mm. Is it a tough texture or how is it?
can be if not cooked properly. It can be.
Yeah, it's overcooked.
Mm.
But the strange thing about lobster, lobster used to be like a slave food. Because, back during that time, they really didn't know what it was. It was like a
Mm-hmm.
ocean cockroach.
Mm.
And so for being to slaves, but then they realized that the slaves loved it. So then the slave owners started trying it too and realized it was a delicacy. So it became a delicacy because of slaves.
Wow, really?
Wow, who knows that?
So here's a little history for you.
Did you say cockroach?
At least, huh?
You said cockroach?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, they
thinking,
consider it like the ocean cockroach.
Oh my lord.
yeah,
I'm gonna be sick.
It was like shrimp.
I couldn't
It
imagine
would be okay.
eating a cockroach. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it's just a metaphor. Man.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll end up with some pointed shoes trying to kill them all. Yeah.
This is why.
Oh, anyway,
And on a lighter note, wait a minute. On a lighter note, I have a question for Ash.
okay.
I'm sure you do.
I'm still trying to get my voice back. But listen, okay, in a game, I noticed that when you're playing with someone as your partner, why do you take a lot of pauses during the game?
It depends. Is it a 10? Oh, if you see me pause, it's because you just did something that pissed me off. I'm like wondering why the hell did
Amen.
you do that?
Amen.
So, especially like, if we're like if the other team has like 8 bags and, it's a table 10 and I already have 3 of my 4 books I called, and let's say you have your 2. Why the hell are you trumping something? You see me throwing off.
Right.
Why are you trumping? I'm obviously holding and waiting, giving those 2 back.
Exactly.
And the other thing is, don't trump my book if you can't recover it.
Mm-hmm.
If I throw a king out and we trump it, okay, you better be able to replace that king
Right.
because I probably counted it.
Yep.
Because if I was going to waste that king, I would have threw it off in the offsuit. Or I would have threw it underneath an ace.
Wait a minute, Heaven, you laughing a lot. Are you feeling guilty about any of this, or?
Yeah.
So what, and I noticed you keep coming in there with your little ad lib. So what are you trying to say?
I'm just wondering why you were laughing. I'm not trying to say nothing.
Because I find it very funny. I find it funny. I noticed it a lot.
Well, I can't do an emoji because then someone accuses me of cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can do is pause.
Yeah. They can't say nothing about the pauses.
And
Nope.
CEO, you should know I paused several times with you. Thank you.
Really? Okay,
well,
that's news to me.
Oh.
Now I did mess up that last game we played, so my deepest apologies. Yeah, I just messed that whole game up. So
Yeah, I
Now we all
paused,
do.
fainted, got back up, and then played. Yeah.
right. But you know, nobody's perfect at all. But the man
I'm glad
upstairs.
you said that.
Yeah. Yeah. So any big plans for Thanksgiving, you guys?
For me, not much. Just eating, probably gain a couple pounds. I have to work off. My cousin who lives down the road, he'll probably show up with his family. That's about it.
Okay. Heaven?
For me, cooking, family. I'm definitely family oriented, so everyone normally comes to my house.
Okay.
So cooking, family, games,
Yeah.
a little drinking. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it'll be a lot of football and some good eating, of course. But definitely a lot of football, a little betting, you know, that never hurt anybody. But yeah.
So whatever.
Right. Okay, my final question is, I need to know your Mount Rushmore of spades. Could be on or off the game.
Yeah, that's always changing.
Yeah.
Shit. I would say, no, you definitely made your way up there.
Oh, me?
You,
Oh,
yeah.
appreciate it.
So, you, Noom, Thug, Jen and Carrot.
Okay. That's a good five.
Okay.
Real good.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you got, when I look at the five of you, you guys figure out a way to pull wins out.
Yeah.
You think you got one of these set, and boom, nope. Goddamn 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that,
I'd say I have the most challenges with the five of you.
yeah.
For someone else it'd be different, but when I look at playing against someone, people who I struggle against, I would say the five of you cause me the most problems.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good to play better competition because you get better, I try to play the best
of course.
people I could play. And a lot of people look for easy games, and I'm not going to say I don't look for them sometimes, but, to get better, you got to play that competition. So.
Yeah, you can look for them, just don't run away from it, though.
Right.
Look for the easy games, but don't run away from comp either.
That's right. That makes a complete
don't
player.
be on global, talk about track stars or runners, and then,
Yeah.
get up.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people that do that.
Yeah. Evan, do you want to give your,
don't put it all in and close it.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing. Like, you'll see these people set all ins and then close it
Oh yeah,
because of
yeah,
certain combo.
Yeah,
yeah.
If that combo ain't million cheaters, why you close?
Right.
exactly.
You'll never see me close the all in no matter who says.
Yeah. I think they do it for the attention. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Well, they're waiting to get the right P, the right competition.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't play the cards, you can't play the cards. It don't matter who's not as a P or who the competition is.
Right.
That's true.
Yep.
It's true.
You know, we've all seen, like, you know, elite players, so to speak, lose all in against what should have been an inferior competition,
Yeah,
but they still lost.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, you know, just sit, play it out. If you meant to win, you'll win. If you meant to lose, you'll lose.
Yep.
I think I'm going all in today. That's it.
All right now. Evan, do you want to give your Mount Rushmore?
No, actually, but I do have one final question for Ash.
Okay.
Man, that's what you said like 3 questions ago.
No, I didn't actually. That was CEO. Thank you. But my question for you is, for both of you actually, what is your thought on VIP's new send a shout out that goes across the top of the screen? How do you feel about it?
I hate it. I hate it because you've already had people doing dumb shit on there.
Yeah.
And you could block it. I know there's an option to block it, but when you go to the global chat, it's still there.
Oh,
So you just don't see the banner, but yeah, you could block the banner, like how it comes across the screen.
Yeah.
But when you go to global chat, it's still there though. So and it takes up so much space. I just think it's stupid. They know the problems that VIP Global has already. So
Yeah.
why would you create something that allows? Now you're forcing people to read it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you gave them the option to block the banner, but when they go to chat, they're still going to see it. So I
Right.
just think, you know, they're not listening to the advice of the players, especially when people have been here for a long time, which is not me. But there's players who've been here since the beginning, since 2018, 17.
Yeah.
They've seen how crazy this site has become. Some of them have contributed to it also, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I just think it's ridiculous.
I think they know what they're doing. They know that it creates drama. They know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's killing the site.
Yeah. You wait on me? I'm gonna say I loved it on the 23rd because you put my name in lights for my birthday, and you know, I'm like, man, I felt like a star for a minute when I seen my name up there. But then somebody put something negative right behind it, which I don't pay attention to that garbage. But yeah, I appreciated it for those few minutes I was up there. Other than that, I don't really pay attention to it, you know. Until they address the real problems and issues, I think it's gonna always be like it is, you know. Drama sells, so they got their main puppy Global, and you know, I don't see it until they address all the issues. You know, I don't see nothing changing. So, well, I have no more questions. I don't know about you, Evan, but
No, I don't.
okay. Well, we appreciate having Ash in the building with us this Thanksgiving week. I'm sorry. And anything else, Ash, you want to add?
Yeah, for anyone who's trying to get my VIP taken away, fuck off. So, how about it?
I was just ready to say I don't hardly ever see you in global.
No, I just try to keep stuff light, and I'll throw my opinion in every now and then, but
Yeah.
you take it away, it's not a big deal to me. I don't need the relevant.
You said that with a little attitude.
Hey, I'm relevant at home. That's what matters to me.
I know that's right. Okay, well, we appreciate you taking the time out to join us in the show. And Heaven, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back. And we're gonna sign out for now. And everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and be safe and don't eat too much.
And get in the gym
I appreciate
after.
you guys.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right, happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Bye.
Yo, you know the fucking Tiller kid.
Haha. Sundays with CEO and co-host Heaven Sent. We talking spades, you know we bout them chips, that's right, we talking games. VIP, you know we Hall of Fame. Pull up to the office, I'm sitting by with bosses. Sundays with CEO and co-host Heaven Sent. I said we talking games, you know we bout them chips, that's right, we talking games. VIP, you know we Hall of Fame. Pull up to the office, I'm sitting by with bosses. Let go. Oh,
Sundays with
CEO, bosses, Heaven Sent, bosses. I said, come sitting by with bosses. Let go.
Sundays with
Oh, let go. Sundays with CEO. Haha.
Sundays with CEO.